This is not the usual country club that you get boring food in a way.
Over here we have a version of a milanesa. I'm going to grill some skirt steak. Something really common in Argentina is to do a steak with ensalada mixta or mixed salad.
So the thing that I really love about Argentinian ingredients in general is that they're very unique. You know, Patagonian sea bass, it's been outstanding. Super clean, very nice and flaky. Nothing really compares to the usual Chilean sea bass that you can get, you know, from the Pacific side. I feel that I'm bringing to the table all my knowledge in this past, 20 plus years of my career, and I'm bringing something unique to this place, utilizing the best possible ingredients and just transforming them in order to make them shine. So one of the great things about Argentinian beef, it's how natural the growth of the cow is.
We got this beautiful Patagonian sea bass from Argentine. We're gonna do half roasted and half grilled. So over here we have a version of a milanesa, a classic dish from Argentina. It's a breaded top sirloin or cuadril. We're gonna just like flash fry it and make it a caballo with fried potatoes and fried egg. So this is the version of el bracero. So another big difference between Argentina and the US is that we like a lot of mayonnaise, and the States is more ketchup. So what I did was I brought a little bit of Spain into play. I made a garlic aioli, and we're gonna do this. We're doing a little different version of the mixed salad. We're gonna use some lemon oil and some heirloom tomatoes, a little sea salt. And the classic chimichurri. Get some little spice. I'm Alejandro, I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina, and I'm here at this beautiful property in Scottsdale. This is not the usual country club that you get, boring food in a way. I was very lucky and I had the chance to work throughout the world, Italy, France, a couple of cruise ships in Bermuda. And I also had the chance to work with different cultures. And I feel that I'm bringing to the table all my knowledge in this past 20 plus years of my career. And I'm bringing something unique to this place, utilizing the best possible ingredients and just transforming them in order to make them shine. So the thing that I really love about Argentinian ingredients in general is that they're very unique. Even though that it's a very big country, we tend to do things in a small scale when it comes to how the quality develops. It's very different from some other farms and in other places of the world. I had a chance to work in Italy
and it's very intense cropping. And in Argentina, it's very more laid back, and they have the ability to develop flavors in a very different way. I mean, the soil is quite amazing. So one of the great things about Argentinian beef, it's how natural the growth of the cow is. You have cows that grow for 24 months approximately, and they're actually a little bit smaller than the actual American beef because they just go graze the land, eat the grass. There's no hormones. It's super natural. I think it's actually banned. So it gives a very natural way to eat beef, and the flavor is just amazing. The way that it's raised, and also ultimately how it brings up people together on gatherings. And when we make asados, used to last for like 5 hours. We start around 2 in the afternoon, finish at like 6, 7 p.m. and it's amazing how those flavors, even though that sometimes it's not the super tender beef, but it gives that uniqueness when it comes to the flavor itself. The other things that I really love about Argentina, it's shrimp. Shrimps are super sweet, tender. It's very comparable to me to the North Atlantic lobsters in a very small size. It's just amazing how those products, they just tend to be extremely natural. Calamari are also amazing. Those are the two probably key things that I really love about Argentina besides beef. The main thing that I learned in Europe was techniques. French are number one when it comes to like the technicality of the kitchen. But I worked in Italy, and the passion comes very, very similar in a very similar way to Argentina. The respect for the ingredient itself, to the point that we don't really need sauces or seasonings. It's just let the ingredient talk by itself and just showcase those flavors. I've worked in Italy for almost 10 years, and one experience in particular that really struck me and gave me an amazing knowledge was at Villa Fiordaliso at the Garda Lake, Lago di Garda. Riccardo Camanini is the chef there, and he taught me so many different things that I carry even to this day. It's really amazing. The best thing that I learned from Riccardo was how to make natural sauces and utilizing that sauce itself, from the same ingredient that you're actually cooking, and it's just pure natural. So when I introduced the first time Argentinian beef, and I was explaining to them, some of them they are aware and they travel to Argentina, so they know about it. But one really good thing that we had was a communication that went out and explaining the main difference between Argentinian beef and American beef in particular, and how they're so different. Whether it's Argentinian beef, the flavor is in the muscle, is in the blood, and the American beef is in the fat. So you need sauces, you need special seasonings, whether Argentinian beef is just salt and pepper and just olive oil. It's just fantastic. So the cebas, actually, we run a special this week, and it's been selling like crazy. They're loving it because it's actually a little bit less fatty than the traditional Chilean cebas. I'm actually, trying to push the name for, Argentinian cebas in this. But Patagonian cebas, it's been outstanding. Super clean, very nice and flaky. Nothing really compares to the usual Chilean cebas that you can get, from the Pacific side. So one of the main differences between, the Patagonian cebas from Argentine is that it's clean, it's all natural, and I had the chance to work for many years with other distributors in the States, and you can see that it's been injected with some sort of like seawater to just pump it up and make it heavier.